My name is Sally Jonathan. I'm a student of software engineering at Uganda Technology and Management University. Uh, the system I'm going to be talking about is COVID X-ray image classification web application. So it uses deep learning to classify whether images have illnesses such as COVID. So the most common kind of test that we may carry out for COVID is the PCR test, or what we may call the polymerase chain reaction test, that involves medical personnel getting, for example, the cotton swabs. They can be able to get respiratory samples and then extract from those samples tissues of, let's say, the COVID-19 vaccine, COVID-19 X-rays. So using deep learning, which is a form of machine learning that allows computers to simply get information from data, such as images and videos, we can be able to extract features from X-rays, and this seems to be a cheaper and more reliable way of diagnosing victims of COVID-19. So using open source data sets, I've been able to train machine learning algorithms that can be able to predict such illnesses. And the web application can also help to specify the existence of those illnesses, as well as to tell how intense those illnesses are in our X-ray samples. So given an image, we can be able to classify whether it's normal or it has COVID, or in case there is a presence of, let's say, pneumonia, because we trained on pneumonia, we can be able to know that there is pneumonia and how intense that pneumonia is within our image. So the importance of this web application is that if the algorithms are trained and are standard, we can be able to have a solution that can help radiologists or medical personnel to be able to diagnose COVID-19 using a much more cheaper alternative to the common ways that we test for COVID-19. So right now, I'm going to demonstrate how this web application is going to work. So provided images, so I got some of these images from Cargo, which is a machine learning platform for machine learning competitions. So I got a set of images for pneumonia, and as well I acquired some of the images of COVID-19 from Dr. Cohen's GitHub repository. So right now I have these images. So let's say I took an image from this data set and then went to the web app. So it has a simple interface like this. So if I drag this right in here, the web application diagnoses the image and then predicts the class of that image. So just like you can see here, we have the COVID prediction and other predictions that have been made. Then from this, we can be able to tell that this is normal, and we can also see a scale. So we made this application in a way that it can be able to show us on a scale of 0 to 1 how intense a disease is. For example, if we look at our COVID prediction, we can be able to see how intense COVID is. So based on a scale of 0 to 0.5, we can be able to have that as normal, and then from 0.5 upwards to 1, we can see that that is infected. So the same thing for our other predictions. So we see that you have normal predictions predicted, and this is the value of the scale of which the disease is intense.